Okay, and it is starting.
Okay.
So, if you can first tell me your name and then what do you do here at
Sure.
Wish?
Phil Sanchez. I right now anchor the noon show and the 5 p.m.
Okay, and then tell me how often do you use Facebook Live?
Not as often as I should be.
Okay,
I think it's something that's becoming more popular now in our industry. It's something that I think we'll probably wind up doing more so here at Wish TV in the months and years to come.
okay, and like what are the strengths of like using Facebook Live?
I think it's what's good about it. The few times that I have used it, what I like about it is that you're really able to interact with the audience, which is something that we've never really been able to do, and that's happening in real time. I mean, it's one thing for them to post something on Facebook and then for us to respond. That might happen a couple of minutes, maybe even hours later. But with Facebook Live, you're able to do it right then, real time. So that's pretty cool. Also, what I think is good about it, we've done it maybe a couple months ago, is that like it gives you kind of behind the scenes look at what's going on, like during commercial breaks, and people are always interested in that stuff. People always want to know, like, oh, how does it work? How do you guys do it? Do you write your scripts? Do you do so? Kind of like, you know, gives them a peek and an idea of what we do here on a daily basis.
Okay, and so I know that you don't use it a lot,
Right.
but are there certain cases where you would probably, are certain stories or events that you would use it, would you use Facebook Live?
I think it's probably really beneficial for weather, especially if they're trying to get that information out right away. It's also really beneficial when you're out on a scene, a breaking news scene. You're trying to tell your viewers what's going on. Maybe we don't have a newscast until 5 and you're on something at 4 o'clock and you want to get the information out right away. So it does, I think it does have, there are some good elements to it.
Okay. Let's see. So do you know, have you like encountered any bad experiences with using Facebook Live?
One of the reasons why I don't use it too much is because I have encountered some bad experiences where people, the problem with it is you have to constantly keep an eye on what people are posting to you. And if you don't have access to that feed or you're not paying attention, some things can get put on there that other people might find inappropriate. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like you have to, it's a weird balance.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So do you know, do like employers or whatnot look to see if like journalists or anchors use Facebook Live or?
It's been a while since I've gone through that process. However, I will say that I think they definitely look at whether or not you use social media. Not so much necessarily Facebook Live, and maybe that's changed. Maybe it will change as Facebook Live becomes more popular. But they definitely keep an eye on what you do on social media.
Okay. And I know you kind of dabbled into like the viewers' comments and how that can be like a negative side, but are there any other like cons to using Facebook?
Cons.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's a pretty good tool. I really don't have a problem with it other than that, maybe, unless there's something maybe going on that you, for whatever reason, don't want them to see. But I think it's a good tool.
Okay. What have you? Okay, and so when did you use Facebook Live? What were the situations in which you used it?
I remember we had a producer here who was really kind of high on it. I was anchoring weekends, and he wanted us to really kind of, like I said, kind of show what's going on behind the scenes, and that was really important to him. So that's when we used it, and that was really what people were interested in. So also a couple of months back, former employee here, Lori Wilson, she liked it a lot, so we did a couple of those, kind of previewing what's coming up in a newscast. It's really cool like that, and people like to see that stuff, because it kind of gives them a glimpse into what we do on a daily basis. So I do like it. I mean, I should probably force myself to use it more often.
Okay. And then last thing, do you have any advice for like student journalists who are about to graduate
Yeah.
and, looking to do Facebook Live and all types of media?
Well, specifically in that area?
Yeah, specifically in Facebook Live, I guess, but yeah.
Let's see. Keep in mind, I'm an older guy. So that I would say the more you do it like anything else, the better you get. So the more you can incorporate it into your daily work probably is a good thing, because again, the more you do it, this is I don't care what you learn in school, how much you read about this, you're not going to get good at it in TV news unless you do it.
Okay.
And I would assume that's the same when it comes to anything, social media, Facebook Live, just being live on TV. The more you do it, the better you get. The more reps you get, the better journalist you will become.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything else you want to add?
Best of luck to you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yep.